Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Salesforce Hunt. This is Rohit and today I'm going to discuss about the new topic regarding the Salesforce agent. And this agent we can use inside any kind of flow as we have. But in this demo I will show you how to use this agent inside the screen flow. So this is the new feature. So if you want to learn, you can learn it because it's a new and you can enhance your knowledge day by day. So I request you to all, if you are new in this channel, so please like, share, comment, subscribe the channel, also turn on the bell icon for more update so you never will miss any kind of update from my end. So I have already updated lots of things regarding the like HTTP method. This is the new one, this is also new one, this is also new one, right? There are so many things I already uploaded. So if you feel or if you get some information regarding the my videos, so please like, share, comment, subscribe the channel, also turn on the bell icon so you never will miss any kind of update from my end. Okay, enough. So let's go to the Salesforce org. I will tell you how we can use that one. Okay, so let me click on the setup. Under the setup you have to search like a flow, like flows, or you can use any automation app. We already have automation in the app launcher, you can use it, but you can use any kind of options as available here. Okay, all right, so here this is the new automation template. Just click on the screen flow, and in this screen flow, right, in this screen flow you can add your agent as well. So once you clicked on the plus, immediately you can see the new option here, that is run agent. And once you mouse over, create or use an Agentforce agent to dynamically handle the task. Here you can see. So this option is available for the almost all the flows. You can check out, but right now I'm demonstrate only the screen flow for this flow, this agent. So I already created one employee agent, like CRM employee agent. I want to use that agent inside my Salesforce screen flow. Okay, so before that I need to create one screen because I need take some input from the user. So let's say agent input screen, something like that, agent input screen. Okay, so this is the agent input string, like a screen, and here I can use my input text box. Okay, so it's a kind of text, and just drag and drop it, and let's say input message, something like that. You can use any key as you want, but for now I'm using this one. Click on done. Now you can see the one screen, right? And after that you have to use this option that is called run agent. So once you clicked on it, if you have like 0 or 1 or more than one agent, or that agent must be activated, otherwise that agent will not be appear here in this list. Or you can create a new agent from here as well. There are so many options, right? But for now I'm using this one, CRM employee agent. Just select it, and immediately you can see the status of this agent is active and created by me, and the last modifier. So here let me add, let's say agent, like CRM agent, something like this, CRM agent. Description, you can add the description, meaningful description, and it's always a best practice, always give the meaningful description in your sandboxes as well as production. For now I'm just entering, let's say this is CRM employee, okay, employee agent, something like that. Okay, and now if you want to open this agent, you can open using this option as well, and this is some description, and here it's asking some inputs like set input values. So I already created one screen flow, I can set it here as well. So I can take that like input message from my screen, right? After that you can see the session ID. You can create the session ID, because of session ID is the most important part whenever you are trying to create multiple conversation in a single window. Right now I'm not using all the things, but you can use it, it's up to you. But it's always a best practice, always use this session ID. Here you can see this, the ID of the conversational session to send the agent response in. Okay, so you can use it, it's up to you. But for now this is a simple demo and simple overview regarding this run agent, how to use this run agent. After that, you can configure here like output structure, what kind of output structure you want. If you have channel type, you can add the channel type here, and you can assign the output variable response and session ID. Here you can see the session ID, everything you can maintain here, like structure response, something like that. Okay, in upcoming video you will be learn from my end everything, like how to integrate each and everything. But for now, you have to just focus on this part. As of now, you can use it. I already configure lots of things in my earlier not videos in my personal project, so I don't want to be explained here. Why? Because it's some reason here. Okay, that's why. So now here in the response, you can create a new variable that is called new resource, and this new resource handle the output, let's say agent output, something like that. And I can take this this text data type and make it as output for this one. Just save this. Let me save this flow, and here I can give, let's say, agent screen flow, something like that. And always give the meaningful description of your flow, but right now I'm not giving anything. So just click on the save, and once you clicked on the save, immediately you can see our flow is saved successfully. Let me run it and let's see what will be the output right now. And let me debug it first of all. Let's say show me all accounts. Click on the next. Now immediately it's sending this request to the agent, and agent will take some time to configure and everything, like what kind of intent of this message, like natural language processing. So we don't have anything, right? So how to debug it? So you can debug it. Just click on debug, run it, and here let's say same question you can ask, like show me all accounts. Like next, here you will be see the all the detail regarding this interview of this flow. So once you get the some information from the agent side, then all the agent information will be appear here. So here you can see the input box, and this is our runtime NLP. After that, it is processing everything. Here you can see we are getting the data. If you observe here, like account side, record ID, everything, you can see the data right in the debug. But we are not showing anything right now in the UI. So how to do that? Very simple. Just click on the edit flow and add another screen. It's up to you, but you can handle it like this. Let's say a response screen. Okay, and you can give the any description as you want. And here I can use my display text, and let's say result. Okay, and here let's say insert the resource, say output, this one, agent output. So you have to use this one. Click on done, save this, and once you save this, now it's time to debug this flow. So you can debug like this, run it, and now I can ask like show me all accounts. Click on next, and after some time you will be see your output in your canvas as well as in debug log as well. Okay, so let's see what will be the output of this flow using this agent. So now you can see the response coming from the agent in the JSON format. You can see each and everything like this, string, everything, right? And also my data, because if you search this value for this record, you can see my value here. Everything you can see in the JSON format, right? Just let me do one thing. Let me run it. And how to avoid this JSON? So you will be see next video, like how to handle this kind of JSON and how to display meaningful things. In the upcoming video you will be learn these things, but right now I'm not telling you everything in a single video. That's why I'm not showing you this kind of output. Just you have to focus on the JSON right now, and in the upcoming class you will be see how to handle this JSON in the meaningful output of the user. So let's say like show me all accounts. Click on the next, and now you will be see the output from the agent to this screen flow and all the data. So you can verify your data using this one. This is the JSON format, you can see like this, but this is not a good practice. So always show the JSON to the end user. No, this is for developer purpose. Okay, developing purpose. Once you done these things, now you can convert your JSON to in your using the Apex action in this flow, or you can create your custom component or custom Apex, and then you can format this output and display. I already discussed about it, so this is some hint from my end. You can develop these things as you want. Okay, enough. So now let me verify this record is available in the Salesforce or not. Let me copy this one because this is the first one, right? So go to this one and let me add this here like this. Let me check this record is available or not. So in the account, can you see? I hope you also see this one, like from my MCP inspector, right? This one, and here you can see lots of things. Okay, so now here come to this part, like agent one, we already have this one like from my inspector, right? And you can verify another one, let's say any record like open in Salesforce, something like that, and let's say my MCP. So I can open my MCP here. So just copy this ID because it's a record ID, right? So just copy this record ID and paste it anywhere as you want, let's say here. So now let me open it and let's see what's the problem. Let me check because of this dot. So let me remove this dot and enter it. Now you can see the account record like my MCP. Please focus on this one, guys, right? So you can verify your data. It's coming fine. And next video you will learn how to reframe this JSON to the data table or any kind of output as you want. Okay. So this is how you can use this run agent inside the screen flow. So guys, hopefully you will be like this video, and also you will learn lots of things regarding this video. If you feel like this is the very more informative for us, so please do like, share, comment, subscribe the channel, also turn on the bell icon for more updates so you never be miss any kind of update from my end. So till then, bye bye, take care, see ya. Thank you for watching, guys. See you again. Bye bye.